full of opportunities for action and adventure. There are caves for spelunking and rivers for kayaking, mountains to climb and canopies to touch the sky, waves to surf and blue waters to snorkel in, all ready and waiting for you. Whether you are a seasoned sportsman or a beginner, a novice or an expert, the challenges are irresistible. On this edition of Travel Time, we take the high road to adventure. I'm Susan Calo-Medina. Join me as we explore Action Philippines. Makes for such a rich and varied action playground? Well, nature has been extremely kind to the Philippines, and her blessings are being reaped by travelers who want more than just a glimpse of beautiful scenery, whether on the water, up the mountain, or down a cave. So, shall we start underground? Palawan's caves have been explored and documented, so much so that the spelunking is almost leisurely, conducted by expert guides. The underground river in the St. Paul Subterranean Park offers a seemingly endless stretch of cavern and glistening water. This is one spelunking tour for those who want to savor nature's grandeur in an almost leisurely fashion. Imagine sailing through a gallery of nature's spectacular artwork. Ballrooms lit by chandeliers of stalactites and stalagmites. Stretches of blue water gliding by serenely. Lit by shafts of light that further heighten nature's magic. Pardon us if we are waxing poetic, but the St. Paul Subterranean River is one of the most lyrical caves we've been to. For those seeking more rough adventure, the caves of Mabinay are definitely the island's hidden treasures. This is Mabinay Caves. Part of which is in Negros Oriental, and the other part is in Negros Occidental. There are more than 100 caves, some of them easy, others extreme. And since I look like I'm such a professional, of course, I'm going into one of the easy ones. The Crystal Cave, measuring 209 meters in length, is one of the easiest. Although the trek approaching the cave and the walk inside requires no special experience, the formations inside the cave could compete with some of the most inaccessible caves, or so we were told. From Tacloban, one crosses over to Samar via the San Juanico Bridge to find such marvels of nature as the Sohoton National Park. Follow the Basay River, a winding freshwater route across lush coconut groves and hidden communities. Travelers make their way to the Sohoton caves. Off the beaten track as they are, the caves have been preserved from the wrath of nature or the carelessness of man. Geologists claim the caves are more than 25 million years old and are some of the oldest, best preserved caves in the Philippines. In early geologic times, this must have been one cave, one piece of rock. And I imagine as it rose from the water, it split up and became two parts, through which Basay River and Sohoton River now pass through. Travelers make their way into the Panhulugan Cave, the first of Sohoton's many hidden natural cathedrals, through winding steps and suspended walkways amid lush greenery and sharp cliffs. It takes an hour by boat from Basay town to reach this pristine wonder, this magnificent piece of God's creation, Sohoton Caves. In Visayan, Sohot means to enter a narrow way. Suot, Sohot, which is exactly what you'll do when we enter the cave.
Yung kwan namin na indicator na ito yung entrance ng cave. It looks like the head of the pig. So yung cave natin nandito sa Sohoton Natural Bridge National Park. So located dito sa Panhulugan Cave.
This is Panhulugan Cave.
This Panhulugan Cave.
Once inside, the imagination takes over. Stalactites and stalagmites, calcite formations, and undulating natural walls become animals' heads or pipe organs or whatever you want it to be.
Ito yung natural musical organ.
Mukhang pipes.
So
To make them sound.
yes, ma'am. So that's why we will make music or sounds.
Papa's room ito. Bakit Papa's room?
Sa tingin natin, no? Sa observation natin sa rock formation, tingnan mo na lang yung artificial musical organ. Nasa gitna.
Ilang taon na itong caves na to? How many million years old?
Nagpunta dito yung mga geologists Asian countries. So according nila na this is now 25 million years.
Ito?
Po, sa
Wow.
Southeast Asian countries.
On the other side of the cave's entrance is the Sohoton Natural Bridge and Park. Rock formations connect one area to another, above gin-clear waters and lush greenery, creating a magical quality that seems to hark back to a time when the region was first discovered by man. When we return, action for mountain climbers and trekkers. Treks up a mountain have a way of challenging the body and cleansing the mind. Both lead to an undeniable high. Ask any mountain climber why he does it, and the answer is an almost Zen-like, because it's there. In Zambales, there are even more mystical vistas to behold in Mount Tapulao. Here, the high comes from seeing how the foliage changes as one ascends the mountain. From tropical forests, one graduates to dense jungle, and then to cooler climes washed by mist. And then to moss-draped pygmy pine trees, haunting and otherworldly. The area around Mount Pinatubo offers trekkers and climbers the chance to see how nature is changing a once ravaged landscape. Here, the sand dunes are often eerie and forbidding. And there are stretches that seem like hot deserts. But the land that the volcano changed so much is rapidly changing too. There are pools of water, steep passageways, sudden bursts of flowers and vegetation. A trek through Pinatubo shows us how nature heals itself from its own outbursts. Down a cave and up a mountain. Now, where do you go if you want to kayak down a river? Two unique tours coming up. In Cagayan, the Pinakanawan River is the site of a spectacular tour. One that takes the kayaker from serene waters to gently swirling eddies, to the pure, unadulterated energy of white water. Adventures and Expeditions Philippines organizes trips for both experienced kayakers and beginners.
Our company, Adventures and Expeditions Philippines Inc., is primarily engaged in promoting adventure and ecotourism. Located here first in the north, particularly we've been doing trips on the Cagayan River, the Pinakanawan River, and we've done a few of the Bulu River in Ilocos. We used to promote adventure and ecotourism so that in the future people become aware of the need to preserve our environment.
It may seem like an easy sport. After all, it was developed by the Inuit Indians thousands of years ago. But it takes a certain skill for maneuvering to negotiate the passages, the sudden swiftness, the changes in the river's mood, the unexpected, often treacherous surges. Unchanging too are the Pinakalawan's vistas, from gentle banks to dramatic cliffs overgrown with foliage, and quiet islands of river rock and pebbles to rest in.
Practically anybody who has knowledge of swimming and who's comfortable in water, with a little training, can start whitewater kayaking on rivers with grades 1 to grades 2 or even grades 3 rapids. No? Whitewater kayaking is primarily the use of a kayak on a river that has rapids. Rafting is the use of inflatable raft in rivers also with rapids. As long as the guides on the raft, anyone can get in on the raft, as long as they have knowledge of swimming. Secret is there's only one captain in the boat. He gives the instructions, you follow his instruction. Okay? We only have two types of paddling here, which is the forward paddle and the back paddle. The captain will give commands such as forward paddle, or back paddle left, forward paddle right.
And it doesn't change when one is in the supposed safety of a whitewater raft. Even with others around you rowing against the current, there are sudden spills and surges, enough to throw off a rower or two. And tucked away amid the stunning landscape bordering the province of Bukidnon to the south are raging rivers and lush forests that have become the latest thing for local adventure seekers. This is the Cagayan de Oro River whitewater rafting adventure. It starts here in Mambuaya and ends up 12.5 miles away in Cabula. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here since I don't know how to swim. But they say it's a lot of fun and it's safe. So, since I'm a sucker for adventure, here I go and let's see what happens. What does one do when faced with a 12.5-kilometer river dotted with 14 raging rapids? Well, challenge it, of course.
Raise your paddles!
The Mambuaya River is the country's only whitewater rafting destination with a year-round course located within city limits, in this case, Cagayan de Oro City. There are 4 types of courses, graded by difficulty of the rapids. Much as we prepared for the most challenging, we were given the beginner's
Heavy
course.
forward and the back paddle.
The whole adventure comes in a package, a bonus for travelers looking for a quick, convenient experience. Guests are taken to the river bordering Bukidnon to the south and provided with paddles, helmets, dry bags, and the absolute of absolute necessities, life vests. The preparatory lecture begins with, can you guess?
What will we do when somebody will fall into the rapids?
I don't want to fall.
We will teach you how to float. Never, never attempt to swim inside the rapids, or never, never attempt to stand up inside the rapids. When you float, feet first, and always look downstream. Just relax, lie down, lie flat. Relax lang, relax lang, relax.
Open pa legs konti, ma'am.
Relax. Huwag mong i-bend yung body mo, ma'am. Just always listen and obey our commands. Okay, high five!
Ito na route, pwede bata, pwede rin maski sino sa ito na route. Pero yung sa 6 hours, extreme yun, kailangan nyo na may experience. Pero itong dinaanan natin na 3 hours, 14 major rapids, hindi kasali yung maliliit, pero yung 14 class natin is class 3 and 4.
But if you're into the thrill of surfing, then we'll point you towards Siargao in Surigao. And don't be surprised to get there and find hundreds of surfers from all over the world. Siargao is right up there on the map, along with Maui and the surfing spots of Australia. And the high season, the time when the surf's up, is when the monsoon winds are blowing.
First of all, I've been surfing Philippines on and off for 12 years, searching your coral reefs for perfect breaks, and I found true perfection here in Siargao. Beautiful place. This is my home. I love it.
It may come as a surprise, but Duty Free Philippines has some of the finest names in watches and jewelry.
We carry a very extensive line of our top brands in watches. We have our new arrivals, the latest. We have Hermes, Longines, Baume and Mercier. Aside from our regular Tag Heuer, Omega. We also carry the Gucci and Christian Dior. Of course, we boast of the best in duty-free prices that we offer to our customers. The duty-free advantage translates to big savings to our customers, especially because these are high-priced items. We are about at least 10% lower, considering the duty-free advantage of shopping here at the Fiesta Mall. And it really translates to a lot of savings to our customers. Well, of course, I guess most of our shoppers are really more concerned with brands, and that's what we really strive to bring the best here at Duty Free. We try to give them the best brands, most prestigious brands to our customers.
Action Philippines, Surely, our survey of the country's most happening spots tells us one thing, that we have been blessed by nature. For it is nature that we thank for the deep caves, the rising mountains, the hidden waters of the sea. And every time we trek, we swim, we explore, we are indulging in nature's most precious gift. And nature asks us only one thing, that we protect and conserve it. It is this action that enables us to go on enjoying and challenging ourselves. I'm Susan Calo-Medina, huwag maging dayuhan sa sariling bayan.